Hello, everybody. So, Danelle with Donnellsstitchery here, and I am going to be working on my beautiful, gorgeous Bargello quilts. So, before I get started and talk more about this and everything, I'm going to go say hi to everybody. So, we got Michelle, my ride or die girl, hey, and Miss Judy, Miss Linda, our cell lady, and Melissa. Then we got Pat Browning, Linda Fowles. Good morning to both you ladies. And Miss Lily. Hey. So, hey everyone, happy Sunday. I'm going to be lurking as I need to focus on a presentation I'm preparing. Awesome sauce. Well, good luck with your presentation, sweetheart. And then we got Vintage Joe. Hey, oh my gosh. Joe, those babies love their new chew toys. They actually love them. I cannot believe it's actually survived the whole day yesterday. Hey, Miss Mary G. And for anyone that does not know what toy I'm referring to, is a stuffed pillow in the shape of a bone that Joe and I both made yesterday on my channel. So go check out yesterday's live stream if you have not done so. But how's everyone doing this on this beautiful Sunday morning? I got to spend about an hour and a half this morning with Donna and Delia. Where I went to go pick up the quilt because Donna and Delia quilted this for me. So let's see if I can bring this a little closer for y'all. I'm going to bring this camera out, so close your eyes if you get motion sickness. I got to hold on to my wall over here. But this is the beautiful quilting. She did a gorgeous meandering all over it. She gets great movement, and I absolutely love, 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 love. Aw, awesome sauce, Joe. Thank you, honey. Quasar, Sky, Kiwi, Auntie Michelle says hi. Hey, move you guys back. Excuse my messy room. Because it's a disaster right now. Alrighty. And then this is here, the beautiful, gorgeous backing that my mother chose for it. And I'll show you all this stuff a lot closer up and everything and easier in just a little bit. I have the binding right here. So the binding is the same as the backing. You know, I got some more of the backing over here. So this is the backing that my mom chose. Beautiful, gorgeous purples and pinks. I absolutely love it. I love the meander. It's such a simple design, and yet I love it so much. It's beautiful. So, and I already have purple thread in my machine. And this here is the purple that I chose to do this with today, which I think will turn for the binding, which I think would be absolutely gorgeous with it. Blend right in. And then when this is done, this is going to be going onto my mom and dad's bed because the quilt that they've been using is the original quilt I first made her back in 2018. And it was my first one in my adult life. And it's fallen apart. So I made a lot of mistakes with that thing. Let me tell you, there were so many mistakes with that quilt. But you know, you learn and you live and you learn, and you learn from your mistakes. I know what I did wrong, and I know how, and I've gotten a lot better since then in 2018. So today I already got these all my strips are all connected. Let's see. And at the beginning and ending, I've seen a video the other day. Quasar, shh. So I seen a video the other day. They gave me an excellent configuration of how to do my quilt binding. Because guys, I don't know about you. I have a problem whenever I do my binding. Whenever I get to the end where I need to connect the two pieces, I can never figure out which orientation that they need to be in order for it to go properly on my quilt and complete my quilt. So at the end, so I took each strip and I put them front sides facing each other. So the pretty side of the fabric facing each other. And then I cut it at a diagonal. And I even took off, let's see, I even took off the 1/4 of an inch. So that way there, when I go to piece them together, they fit nice and neatly together. Ignore the little gap up here. But then they fit nice and neatly together, and there's no problems. I'm like that. I seen them do that over on AccuQuilt Live the other day, about a week or two ago. And I was like, I got to try this. I'm like, I have to. So I have this kit here that I always use for making my binding strips. I always use the larger one of the two. So I am going to be pressing my binding strips. I got the little awl that came with it to help get it initially fed. And if I need it for over here at the machine at all, then I got it. And should probably get my iron turned on, where it's a little bit easier to press your binding if it's actually if the iron's on. Oh, and let me show you guys the label that she made. So Delia knows that my label is down right now. Hey Aisha, how you doing? And thank you, Joe and June, both said beautiful quilt. So Delia knows that my embroidery machine is down right now, which means I can't make quilt labels. So she was so amazing. She actually messaged me before I came out there last weekend, asking what information I wanted to put on to the quilt label. Because I mean, you got to put a quilt label on. At least I do. So I was like, pieced by Donnell, quilted by Donna Lee and Dahlia. We love you, 2025. So she did this beautiful label for me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to roll this over on two sides. So this is going to go in my bottom corner. So two sides is going to be hidden inside the binding. Hey, Auntie Donna. So two sides are going to be underneath the binding. So I'm just going to roll the other two sides over. And that way there, I can try and do a little stitch down with the machine of this on the edge right here. And then I'll go back and I'll hand sew it down. Me too. Oh my gosh, Auntie Donna, it was amazing. I loved hanging out with you this morning. You and Delia, you guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. And you better be safe going home, young lady. Don't make me have to worry about you. Quasar. 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 I know you're a big spoiled baby, aren't you? So I'm just doing a quick look. Normally, I would try and stitch some fabric to the back and then do the stitch and flip method, but I don't really doing all that today. I'm like, we're just going to do a quick, easy little stitching down right here. And you could pan it, you could press it. I'm just using my fingers just to get it in place. Give myself a little crease right there. Hey, Sherry, how you doing, honey? And then I know I said yesterday that my mama was going to be on with me today. And I was going to be from her place. But mama got called into work. So she didn't get to come play. Or I didn't get to go play over there. But we will be getting together very soon. And maybe I'll do like a little pop-up live over there whenever we do. She felt so bad. But I was like, Ma, it is what it is. Like, you gotta make that money, honey. Yes, it's a gorgeous label. I absolutely love it. She is going to go crazy. Like, she's seen a little glimpse of the quilt, but she's not seen the full-blown quilt yet. So I cannot wait until she actually sees the full thing. But here it is. We got the two sides that are finished now. Let me show it down here. Got the two sides that are finished, which are going to be the outside up against the back of the quilt. And then these two sides here will be going underneath the binding. So this is ready to be pinned onto it for whenever I get to that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking my binding strips and I am opening the seam. So what is everybody else working on this morning? Just working on waking up? Did you go to church? Are you going to church in the wall? Are you working on any projects right now? I'm curious. You don't have to answer the church part if you don't want to. I don't care. No, just get off my back because, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Quasar. Yeah, so Wednesday nights, I will be live. Let's see. What is this Wednesday's dates? I believe. Okay, so not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, Tasha Quilt will be on my live stream with me, which is going to be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll pull out the lion and we can do some FPP together. Okay, this one here is just going to have to get done up over on its side because this one here, I had a little bit of a fussy time with it. I had to go over it twice. Because my first time was super crooked. All right, so that's the end of the binding. La 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 la. What's everybody else doing? Everybody still here? Everybody still here? See. Sherry says, I'm sewing, so I'll be listening. No worries at all. Just everybody's so quiet this morning. Like, wow, where is everyone? Let's see. I can't see what you're doing. Okay. Let me bring my other camera over. I'm gonna turn that off for a second so I can bring you guys over. Sorry about that, June. I keep forgetting that that table is not on camera today. Let's see. So what I'm doing is I had to put this in here. So you just feed it in. Let me get one of the other one. A piece of fabric so I can show you what it is that I do. So what I do, I'll show you from the other end of it. So you essentially just take it like this right here. You take the binding strip and take the little awl that comes with it. There we go. So you just start this off in here. And then you use the little awl in this little space here to pull it through. And then that time gets it folded into like this double fold. Like the bias tape. So then as you pull it, it's folding it, and then you just press it with the iron. So that is what I'm doing right now. I don't think I need the eye anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and put that back in here in its case. So as I'm pulling this through, so I'm just putting it over here. As I'm pulling it through, it's folding that over. Make it nice and even and completely crisp. And I can even just push it along with my iron if I want. It has a little handle here that you can use to pull. What I usually do is hold this handle in my hand, put my finger there to apply the pressure on the little thing, and I just pull it out. But this is how I make my binding. Takes a little bit of time, but I like how it comes out, and it's nice and even. Put this a little bit over here so that right there you guys can have a little bit more of a visual. Is that better, hon? The awesome sauce. I'm glad you can see now. Joe says making log cabin blocks. Yay! Melissa says I'm eating and watching you. Well, that's a good thing. And eventually walk in the doors. Oh my gosh. Melissa, I got home and I seen that message. I'm like, I'm assuming she means dogs, but I gotta mess with her. I'm like, I have to. I'm like, let me know how that goes for you. Yeah, looks like an arm wrestling. Not a worries, Michelle, at all. I think me and Melissa's got this. Go talk to the grandbabies. We got this. If not, I'll yell. Hey, Jean, how you doing? Good morning, Danelle, and everyone in the chat. I see a lot of purple. Yeah. And believe me, the shirt was not even planned. It was just what I was in the mood for today. You are so welcome, June. It was so funny. It wasn't until I got ready to hit the live stream button and I looked up, I'm like, ooh, there is purple all over this place in here right now. My shirt, the quilt, the binding. Granted, the binding has some pink in it and like a little bit of even blue tones, but I'm like, it just helps accentuate. Hey, we're getting there. I hate pressing binding. I don't mind making binding, and I love whenever you get to the point of being able to put the binding on. I just hate the pressing of the binding. Oh, and if anybody has not heard, aw, thank you, Jean. If anybody has not heard, then I started up a channel for the animals, for my birds, bees, cats, and dogs. So if you would like to see videos or pictures from them, or of them, the adorable little babies, especially, then please make sure you go and subscribe to it. The link for that channel is down in the description box below. It is paws, claws, and busy bees. Because the claws portion, the paws and the claws portions both cover the cats and the dogs and the birds. Let's see. Thank you, Michelle. And Jane, thank you so much for joining back up. I love it. Is it? So how is little Whip and Stitches doing today? And Vintage Joe, how is little Mr. Jesse doing? And Jane, sorry I missed your live stream last night. I'm planning on going back and watching that today. I was busy hanging out with the husband and son last night and getting good quality cuddles in with the puppies. Because little Miss Lunabelle is spoiled to the core. Turns out when her mommy is not in here working, she loves. Aw, so sorry, Jean. Sending you great big hugs and prayers that you feel better. I'm sorry. Turns out Lunabelle is super, super loving, caring, wanting to be held, and given attention from her mommy, or pretty much anybody, all the time. I'm like, child, you are going to drive me bonkers. I'm like, I have created a monster. Yep, I have created a needy little monster. But that's okay, because I love cuddles. And it does get hard to be able to let them go so I can come sew or do chores or whatever, go to work. I'm like, I don't want to put them down. Like, what do you mean cuddle time is over? No. I'm like, I need to figure out how to do cuddles and do everything else at the same time. So I am almost done with this portion here. Now we did get a little bit of a rascling thing going on here. Got bunched up. There you go. Now you can see. So we got some that is a little bunched up over here. So what I do when that happens is I stop pressing a little bit away. I pull it back through how it was initially, and then I redo it. Easy peasy. If you catch it soon enough. Oh no. Well, I will say lots of prayers for you, Jane. I am so sorry, honey. We love you, and we will all say prayers for you. Yes, I do, Sherry. I've been thinking about making one to be able to put her in the little thing so that way I can still sit here and do my stuff. Once she is house trained, and she's actually gotten really good about telling me when she needs to go potty. She's actually catching on to it a lot quicker than her siblings. Onto the whole potty training. I'm like, ooh, my girl is a good girl. My husband's little girl, Pitsy Poo. That little girl does not want to go potty outside. Mm-mm. He takes her outside and she's like, okay, playtime. We're like, no, potty time. She goes, no, playtime. Okay, so now, once I get it done to where it's like this right here, what I do is I go back to the beginning. Who knows, Jane? You know computers. They do their own thing. We'll blame it on the computer, not you. So now I am done with this little device. And if you want to know, this is the one that's marked the 25 on the back. I bought that little kit off of Amazon. I love it. So what I do now is I take this portion here and I just that where it's folded over into the center. Now I just fold it over to where to us nice clean folded up edges on the outside. Let's see if I can get it to focus in on this right here. There we go. And I just fold this up into like a little binding sandwich, the double fold binding. And this is the type of binding I prefer to use. I use 2-inch strips to start with, and it just works for me. It's what I prefer. Some people do 2¼ some people do 2½, some people do even larger than that. I prefer 2-inch. Mainly because this little thing here only does 2-inch. Anything larger than that is just too much for it. And I like how nice and small it is. That way it doesn't take too much focus away from the quilt. Hey, Nanita, how you doing, chica? Or chiki? I know. Mama Debbie says it's so funny whenever I say chica. It's so, I love picking on Mama Debbie. It's hilarious. That is what Whip did at first too. Run around outside and then come in the cottage and instantly pee on the floor. Yes, that is what Pitsy has been doing. She is being super stubborn. She's super hyper, super stubborn. I'm like, yep, she gets it from her daddy. I'm like, because Luna Pearl is being a good girl. She has caught on to this so quickly. Chewy is starting to catch on. So he's been doing really good. Living large. So once I get this folded down, then we are ready to start stitching it on. And I stitch my binding on both sides at the same time. That's why I love doing my binding like this, because I can do both sides at the same time. I ain't got to stress about doing it, pressing it, and then coming back and going over the other side. Stitch it down, one and done. Me too, Joe. These binding tools are so amazing. And to get the proper angle for the two ends of the strips I had cut, I bought this a long time ago. It is the binding tool. I got mine from Missouri Star during COVID. And I just put the two pretty sides of the fabric together and then lined it up with the edge and cut. That way there, gave me nice, clean, even straight edges. I didn't need to try to figure out orientation when putting the strips together or at the end because it's already done for me. All the hard thinking's done. Now it's going to be just stitch and go. Let's see here. Alrighty. So what are you working on today, Miss Nanita? In a few moments, I'll show you guys the fabrics I picked out for doing the Donna Jordan pattern drop diamond. Because I am going to be sewing that along with Donna and everything. So I got my commission quilt that I'm working on, which I'll be working on today after my live stream. I'm going to open up Zoom for for a few people. Actually, no. I got to go and help out Grandma. Then I got to go help out my aunt because my uncle is moving in with his sister, which is my aunt. And because he's gonna be coming home in a couple weeks and moving in with her. So I am gonna go over and help her get the basement cleaned up, ready to go for him, because she's fixing up a little apartment down there for him. Okay, Anita said she is knitting on shawl while I watch you. Awesome. I always admired people that can do knitting. That was one thing I would never really caught on to. Then again, I was not big on crocheting either. Cannot wait to get back to the hand quilting. I got a couple projects I gotta finish up before then that need to get done like very soon. So I'm gonna be working on that. Quasar. Oh, Quasar. Where's my Quasar? There you are. So, peekaboo. Working on teaching him a few different things. See if we can get him to say something other than the T word. And just screaming. And hellos. See, he's throwing up a fit right now because his daddy promised him T words, buying T words for him yesterday, and his daddy forgot. So now he doesn't have any T words. And I can't say what it is because he'll know. Because he knows that word. Sherry says, I've been doing some hand quilting with a big stitch and I forgot what kind of drug do you call it now? What kind of drug do you call it now? I'll figure it out, but I've really enjoyed that Pro Cotton. That's the thread. Oh, what kind of thread do I use? Okay, so Jean would need to answer that question because I don't remember offhand, and it's in my bin, which is not over here by me. But Jean, that the hand quilting thread that you use, do you happen to remember what it was that you sent me? Let's see. Quasar wants his Auntie Michelle, but Auntie Michelle can come and get him anytime she would like. Because Mommy could use a little bit of quiet time in her room. He could be a bit much at times. And whenever he starts being a bit much, then I know it's time for hand work out in the front room. Okay, Sherry says she's using pearl cotton thread. Jean says I use size 10 crochet thread for the big stitching. Thank you so much, Jean. I knew you would know how to answer that. We are almost done, guys, with this portion. Then we can actually start putting it onto the quilt. Then y'all get to see me struggle getting this thing off the board. Let's see. And he says, Hola, Michelle. How are you feeling? See, crochet and knitting are not my friends. Yeah, I tried crocheting. My mom taught me when I was little, so I know how to do like the straight stitch and the granny stitch. I got really good at doing the granny stitch. And my mama said my stitches were too tight. But I just decided crocheting was not my forte. I even tried picking it back up before I tried learning to do the hand sewing and hand quilting, and it just wasn't for me. Like, it's not my thing. Maybe later down the road. Who knows? Your tastes change occasionally. But right now, not so much. I am happy as could be that you guys have all came out to hang out with me this morning. I know it's not the wild, crazy bunch that's normally here, but that's okay. Sundays are for a nice, calm relax. When that happens, use a bigger hook. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only part that really actually bothered my mom about it was the fact that we were making the same item together. And so my pieces were coming out way smaller than her pieces. Alrighty, okay, that is done. We got the binding completely done up. Now, I need to have my son 3D print me out a stand or make me a stand for my binding spool. So for the time being, I am just going to dump this huge amount of binding into my desk drawer down here. So that way there's not laying around on the floor while I get my quilt down. And I'm going to put the camera back where it goes. Y'all can watch me put the binding on. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Put this back in my drawer here because that's the only one out of that bundle that I use. I could have just ordered just that one, but at the time I didn't know which one I was going to be using. I love that quilt. Colors are beautiful. Yes, girl. They are gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I'm like so in love with this quilt. My mom is lucky she's getting this quilt. I'm just telling you right now. She is just super lucky that she's getting my quilt. Okay. Excuse the booty shot you're about to get. Oh, before I forget, let me show you guys, before I get this thing down and over here on me, sweat my booty off. Let me show you guys the Donna Jordan fabrics I chose. So that jelly roll, the scrap jelly roll, I'm going to be doing it this. And this is going to be my background. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Nice, soft, beautiful colors. It's mainly yellows, very little bit of reds and greens and grays. And I just absolutely love this thing. I'm like, what better thing to showcase these fabrics? And for anyone that has missed it from my live the other day, so we got like a lot of whites, yellows, some greens, a lot of stripes and other designs. It's like an olive green. I absolutely love this one right here. This is beautiful. So that is what I'm doing mine in. And Donna would be starting that over on her channel this coming Friday. I think, no, the 2nd. So next Friday. She's going to be starting this. So this is the set that I got to do that with. I went to Joann Fabrics yesterday. Hey, Heather. How you doing, sweetheart? I went to Joann Fabrics yesterday. I tried and bought all that was left on the bundle of this, which was 3 or 4 yards. I think 4 yards. And then I got some black and green that I needed for that, for the commission quilt, just to make sure I had plenty of room. Yes. Thank you, Jean. She said, beautiful soft colors, Danelle. That is going to be gorgeous. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like, it turned out I pre-ordered it. That and a layer cake back in September, and I forgot all about it. And it came the other day. I was like, ooh. Well, Heather, being awake is a good thing. That's always a first step in the right direction. Yeah, I still got to cut my fabric too. I don't know if I'm going to be starting it actually on Friday or not, when Donna does, because I got one other project. Because I have one other project I need to do before then. Okay, so I want the quilt label to be done here in this bottom corner. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that on there so I don't forget. Let's give it a little pressing real quick to get out any wrinkles from being in the bag and transportation and everything, and me fidgeting around with it, all that good stuff. Yes, it is, Heather. Waking up and getting your booty out of the bed is always a very good accomplishment. Because without that, everything else fails. I'm going to set that right there for right now, just so I can get this up here properly placed and squared and everything on here. So make sure I got it on here nice and beautifully and perfect. Okay, then I need my pens. We're going to need these longer ones. What I like to do is just a little bit of pinning. So I'll show you what I do in a minute. I'm just pinning this down all on the edges of the raw edges of the label onto the back of the quilt right in the corner. And that way there, it allows me to not stress about it getting moved or anything. And I don't have to worry about forgetting to put it in, because I've done that before. Forgotten to put the label on. And then after the live stream, then I will see. Heather says she goes, I forget if I pre-ordered it. Well, when it comes in the mail, you'll remember. I actually had to go back through my PayPal history to be like, okay, did I pay for this? I'm like, who gifted it? At first I was like, who sent me this? So I'm like, I've never ordered from them before. I just recently started hearing about them. Who ordered this for me? And then I looked at the invoice and it was me. I'm like, what? All right. Got my coffee. I got my binding fixed up. Okay, so here is the label. Not greatest shot of it, but let me do it from up here. So got it all nice and pinned in all the way around. Got a pin up here, another one over in the middle, a couple in the middle, and then all along the outside here to keep it nice and even. I should probably put one over here too, but oh well. And what we're gonna do, okay, so that is the side. Up here's the top. We're gonna start along the side. This is a workout. Okay, so that little kit that I showed you guys for the binding tool, for making the binding, it actually came with one of these little feet right here. And I'm going to give it a try. I've never used it. I seen someone's video the other day and they used it. I'm like, ooh, I want to try this. Surprise! It's a present for myself, right? It was so funny. I was like, who ordered this? I seen that. I'm like, when did I do that? Obviously, it was a squirreling moment. Someone showed me something and I went, oh, okay. Wouldn't doubt if it was Auntie Donna. She's good about getting me squirreling. Okay, the sides were wider. Were the wider strips, so I want to start on my side of the quilt, not on the front or back or anything. And
listen for the puppies because we're running to start.
Okay. Hey, what? Is Sophie in the kitchen or?
No, she's out here.
Okay.
I don't want to lock her in the kitchen with you on. So.
No. Okay, so from what I understand, let's see. From what I understand, I believe we're supposed to feed it through here. I don't know what this little turny thing here does. Oh, I see. Gets it positioned so that way there the needle will come down right where you want it to. Oh. But let's crank that baby open. Hey, Charlotte, how you doing? Mommy! Hi, I'm working on your quilt. Girl, you better not be trying messaging on here. If you're driving, you better not be messaging. Do not make me have to try and yell at you on the computer. Let's see, I think I got that a good spot. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up here. I'm going to put my foot down for a few moments. Let's see. Hi, sweetheart. I'm in and out. I'm about to be fixing to drive. Love you too. But no more talking on the computer, on the phone while you are getting ready to drive, young lady. Let's see. Hey, Charlotte. And I love you, Mama. Hmm. Okay. I see. I see now. Get Daddy my love, please, and I'll give you guys a call in just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn the. I don't know how well the camera's going to work down here, but just be patient with me because I know you guys are not going to be able to see too much. I am going to try, Mom. It depends upon if Auntie Lil needs me or not. But I'm definitely going to try my best. I will let you know. Oh, I love that. Love that foot. Okay, so let me get a little bit more done now. I'll show you guys. Because, let's see. I know it's a whole lot going on right here. Sorry, guys. Trying to keep it down so that way there y'all can see better what I'm actually doing. So I have this on. You actually put the quilt around, or the binding around the quilt. And then you turn, it clips into here. You just slide it right into this device. And it's so cool because it just automatically feeds it right through. It's awesome. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And it keeps it all nice in a straight line. Everything's getting stitched up nice and evenly. So let's see if I can bring it over enough. Nope, not yet. Okay. Do want to clip off my strings right here while I have it right this here. Right this here. Let's see here. Hey Gladys, how you doing? Yes, Charlotte, this is how I always bind my quilts. That way there, I bind it from the front and the back at the same time. Ever since I seen someone do this, this is how I always do my quilts now. I'm not really for sure. It came in the pack that I got, the binding feet. I will show you guys that pack in a few moments, and I'll grab the link off of Amazon as well. Because I bought the set off of Amazon, and I absolutely love this. If you guys want, I can do like a little tutorial video on a smaller item so you guys can see better. But yeah, this is how I bind every single solitary quilt I do. That way there, my front and my back are getting the binding put on at the same time. And I ain't got no stress. I get it done a lot quicker that way. Yes, that time that I would normally do during sewing the front, then come back on the back, is probably being used up in the with doing the probably getting used up with doing the with making the binding, but I'm okay with that. And what happens when I get down to the corner, I can still do my miter corners, guys. Now I'm about to show you. I just try and take it down to the end. I stop. Get this binding strip out of here. I backstitch at every corner. So I go to the edge of the quilt. I backstitch. So let me show you this. I like the camera up here better. Okay, let me show it down here because I don't know if it's going to show it up there. So there's my front. There's my back, nice and even and straight throughout the whole thing. And when I get down to the end, what I do is ignore the strings. I got cut strings. But what I do is I turn back tack right here, right when so I go right off the edge of the quilt. I back tack, and then I put my thumb in here right up against the quilt. I pinch it right here with my other hand. I fold it, creating like this T for the edge of the quilt right here is going up against the fold in the middle of the binding here. So pinch, fold over, bam, bam. And when I get it done, it gives me beautiful mitered corners. And what I do is I just pinch it right there a few times to get it nice and flat-ish and to keep that place. But you see here, I'll have nice, beautiful mitered corners on both sides. Right? Hey, sissy. But yeah, I'll definitely do a little tutorial video on this, me doing this. I think I may have done one once before, but I'll do a refresher course since I'm now using that foot. Let's see. Let's see. Now, I've not done this before with this foot on that corner, so I'm not for sure how that's going to work. Let's see here. I may have to do. We'll just take a little pin and put it right there. That will hold that in that place. Give me a couple locking stitches in there. And then I just use my little snips here to go in there. Just took that right underneath there, grabbed a hold very lightly of my pin and pulled it right out. That way there, I kept my fingers out from underneath there. Alrighty. Yeah, and I'll show you guys that fit in a few moments. Oh my god, I'm loving this. This is so awesome. Alright, so I'm going to move the camera again, so be patient with me. I'll turn it off so I don't make y'all sick. Let's see. Okay, now I need my mouse so I can fix my camera again. Because once I bump that cord, or touch that cord, for whatever reason that cord wants to be all stupid. Y'all gonna get a quick overview of me, and then back down here. Alrighty. So, this right here, guys, this worked out so beautifully. Let's see. Okay. Trying to do this very slowly. But that is the foot. It's like it holds the binding in place. This here is like a little thing that moves. So this part right here actually has like a little wheel on here where you can move it to judge how far out you want your needle to be and everything on the binding. And then this here moves the entire plastic piece in or out in case you need to adjust that. And then you put the quilt and the binding both right here inside of this. And then fold it over and just put it through, and it has like a little thing right here that stops it from going out any further, so that way you got a nice straight even stitch. And yes, I did back up all the way pretty much to the end of the quilt. That's okay, I don't mind. Okay, close it up so I can put this back. There we go. Put y'all back up where you belong. And the cord out of the way. Yay! Okay. So I hope that helped show you guys what it is I'm doing some. If not, I'll show you guys more during the video that I'll record. I know I got another children's quilt in there probably that I need to quilt up, so once I get that quilted up and everything, or I'll just put together like a little Easy peasy little thing, like maybe, I don't know, bowl cozy or something. So I got to do a bowl cozy anyway. And nice and easy peasy. Yeah. This is going so smooth. It's as smooth as butter. Yes. So you get 4 of those binding tools, and they're each like a different size tool. I use the largest one, but it's a 2-inch strip of fabric to make this beautiful binding. And which I love because then it saves you so much more fabric. Let's see. I don't know. This was just a universal one, June. And it worked perfect. I was curious on if it would from my Juki. But, I mean, it had the same, like, I would imagine that it would if it has the same attachment as your machine. Let me show you my normal foot. So my normal foot, June, attaches. Let's see if I can't get it centered in. So it attaches by like this little burr right here. Sorry guys, I'm not good with camera angles. So it attaches by like this little burr right here. So it just comes down, my lever comes down and grabs a hold of that bar, snaps onto that bar. And it is the, let me look it up. Let's see. Bias binding. Okay, so it is a honey. So the set I bought is the honey. It's made by Honey Sew, and it's called the single double fold bias tape maker toolkit. And from what I'm seeing, it's only like $13 on Amazon for the tool, and I absolutely love this thing. Let me grab the link for it on Amazon in here, and I'll post it in my chat. Because only me and my moderators can post anything in here, so. Copy link. Close that out. Oh, come on, notification windows, go away. Seriously. Okay, there is a link for that, and I will put it in the description box below later as well, after the live stream. Oh, not a worries at all, June. Or Jean, sorry. I was answering you, Jean, and I seen June's name at the same time. Hey, Brenda. Let's see. Snap-on foot. Thank you, Brenda. I cannot think of the name of that for the life of me. Thank you so much. That made sense. You're welcome. I do not have an affiliation link or anything like that, so I think Jean does. I know Donna and Debbie both do, and I don't know who else off the top of my head. But I do not have an Amazon affiliate link, so no benefit to me, just wanting to pass along something I love using. I need my scissors because That's a little on the wonky side right there, and don't want to get locked up inside my seam. There we go. I'm getting ready to sew down um two sides of the da, 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 label. That's the word I was looking for. You are very welcome, Charlotte. Yeah, I positively love, love, love that tool. I use it every time I make my binding. Okay, as I come up, I'm just going to pull my pins out. I think my owl is buried over here. Yep, he got buried. Okay. Let's see. Thank you. I put it in my cart. Oh no, the binding did not go. That did not work out. Okay. You little stinker butt. Okay, I had to cut my thread because, yeah, when I thought I was quilting the label into it, turned out the label started peeling back and not staying in there. So I got to unpick those a few stitches, which won't take me long. Let's see. Since I am losing use of my left hand, it may come in very handy. Yes. I'm so sorry, Jean. I wish there was something I could do to help you. Brenda says, I've been working on planning my twisted log cabin equilateral triangle block. Awesome. Girl, I haven't even gotten that far yet. I haven't even grabbed the book yet because I got too many other things going on. I'm like, I got too many projects that either need to be done or are already in the working stages that need to be finished. So this is going to be the year I work on finishing up a lot of whips, not starting too many more. Okay. Let's pull out these loose strings. On the outside, it wasn't a whole lot that I had to rip out, so we're good. Put pin right by it. And get the binding started over it. Okay, where we hung up at? There we are. Okay. My needle was hung up on the foot. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Aw, thank you. Yes, Donna and Dahlia did an amazing job on it. I was so happy. And this was Dahlia's first time doing a commission quilt because I did pay her for it. And so I was excited to be her first. Hey, Leanna, how you doing, sweetheart? And I will have a video coming out. May take me a couple weeks, but I will have a video coming out of my binding technique because I've had a few people already ask me. So I will do a little tutorial video of that on a much smaller object so that way that you can actually see. And of course I got to rip out again. Oh. Yay, Mama's home! Mommy, Bargello! Bargello! So that all completely boobered. Now I'm about to rip out a lot of stitches. Get it started out of the couple over here. And then that way that I can use try to use the technique that Auntie Donna showed me while I was out there hanging out with her and Delia last weekend. You know, when y'all see me boober on her channel. Hey, Teresa Louise. Leanna says, shh, honey is out doing chores, so she's sneaking in to say hi. Do, 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 do. So I don't normally have this much trouble getting a label into my quilt. And I'm sure it's because I'm on a live stream. I guarantee you that's why it's being a little stubborn little brat. Okay, so the way that this was wound up stitching, I actually got to be careful on my unpicking. So the quick, easy method was not going to work. Okay, maybe for a few moments it will. Nope. Auntie Donna's method worked really good. Hey, do 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 do. So what are you up to today, Miss Teresa Louise? I know you go live later on, don't you? And Mama Debbie, how was your little time with the grandson yesterday? I love the pictures that you were sending. That was so cute. He is so adorable. I was close. So close. Only had another row and I had to go. And now my quilt wanted other plans. I actually find it soothing ripping out stitches. Does anybody else feel like that? Hey, Don Stewart. Awesome sauce, Teresa. That's what I thought, but I wasn't for sure. If you guys have a channel, feel free to drop your link. It is exclamation selfie into my chat. That way there you can share your link. Just don't spam it, please. Let's see. Let's see, what happened was it was supposed to go on the inside of the binding, and somehow or another it got on the outside. So now it fits in it. Hey, Giovanna. Ah, yes. Love and all in sewing. We got the sewing foot. See, we got the sewing foot, the bobbin, scissors, the little zipper, thread, and needle. I love this shirt. Someone showed it to me on Facebook before, and so I had to order it. It was one of my one. Hey, Tasha, how you doing, honey? And Joydy, good morning. Or should we say good afternoon? It is, oh wow, it is going on 1 o'clock, guys. At 1:30 means I've been live for 2 hours. I cannot believe I've been on here for 2 hours. I was not planning on being here for 2 hours. But I'm determined on getting this binding done on my live stream today. So if I had to sit here all day long, I will. Until I am done fighting. And I win. Because me winning against a quilt is the only option here. I'll be back in a jiffy. Gotta serve the kids some lunch. Yes, ma'am. Okay, just 1 or 2 more picks. Ouch. Yay, I got it. Okay. So I'm going to take a slightly different technique this time. I'm going to go through and stitch this down really quick. Because I'm done with the whole unpicking thing. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to stitch down right beside the edge. So that way it'll be hidden by the binding. Like right along the edge of it. Just going like right up against the edge. There we go. So I essentially basted it down so that way there. Now I ain't got to worry about it trying recurling up on me and messing me up more. Now we can get back down to business. Because, I don't want to be on here longer than 2 hours. No offense to everybody on here, but I don't really want to. I got other stuff to do today. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. Don't pick your finger. Yep, I know. Brenda says, I put heat and bond light on the back of my labels before I attach them to the quilt. This way they can't slip out. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. I love the colors of your Bargello, Donnell. Thank you, Giovanna. I actually did not. Dahlia made it for me. So Dahlia made the label for me. Normally I do make my own quilt labels, but Dahlia did it for me because she knows right now my embroidery machine needs to go see the doctor because it's sick. It got boo-boos. Okay, we're going to get it down here close to, let's see, there we go. Yep. Not putting the whole thing up here just because I'm about to flip it after I get these strings out from where I unpicked. Clean up the mess on it now so I don't have to do it later. Because when it's done, I just want to be able to snip a few strings and be all done. So now we're going to put this back in here into the little sandwich area. And we're going to stitch along. We're stitching, just stitching. What am I hung up on now? Let's see. There we go. Oopsies. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Do you recommend purchasing one? I swear, it is determined that I am not putting on this label. This thing is trying my patience today. Like, a lot. I mean, you can. There's also, if Michelle is still on here. Seriously. So if Michelle is still here, she can give you a link of where she purchases her labels from off of Amazon. Michelle, calling Michelle. So Jordy, I am about 45-minute drive away from Dahlia's house. I would say I get to go hang out with her all the time, but I don't because, well, we both have very busy schedules. because she's got her kids and husband and stuff going on, and grandbabies and traveling, all that good stuff. All right, Michelle, can you put in the link of where you order your quilt labels from? Yeah, I wasn't for sure if you were still here or if you were still on the phone with the video call with the grandbabies or what. So I didn't want to just assume that you were here. Thank you, beautiful. I know you're still here, Melissa. Just Michelle had the thing where she orders her quilt labels from. So I mean that is another option right there, and they are amazing labels. I know I just like making my own and playing with embroidery sometimes. So I mean technically it's all about what it is that you want. If you would like an embroidery machine and it's something that you think you're going to enjoy doing, then I would say yes, get one. But is it a requirement? No, definitely not. You could always try and sew on a piece of fabric and use a Sharpie. And then set it with a hot iron. I mean, you could always go that route too, which is actually a lot cheaper route than getting an embroidery machine that you're going to use just for doing quilt labels. Okay, the label is in there. It is down. Alrighty. I got it this time. But man, if this thing does not start staying in here and getting sewn on like it's supposed to be, I'm gonna cry. I just want to get past this corner. Let's see. Two different types. Thanks, Michelle. I have been looking for my knitting as well. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, I got you, girl. I got hookups. And so what did I do? I put my stamps inside my little garbage bag over here. Oi. I'm a mess today, guys. I swear. I swear. Okay. See if we can't zippy-doo-dah do the rest of this quickly. So I'll check everything before I move along. Let's see here. Okay. One little section there that did not get stitched down, but that's okay. So I am pinching right here at the edge. And then sticking my thumb in here, right up against the edge of the quilt inside to make the little hoop here. Pinching right after it, folding it down, keeping the fold right here, and folding it over. And then just going back and making sure I'm nice and even on both sides. Hello.
Oh,
And so yeah, so that is my binding.
Hey, baby. You want to greet?
Let's see if putting it that way works any better this time around. Not gonna stitch it, just want to get it in there.
There you go.
And you guys probably hear my husband. He's went and got the big bird some treats. So he can be a good boy now. Because, whew, let me tell you, when he does not have his treats, guys, he is not a happy camper. I'll be okay, Brenda. I got this. I am bound and determined, girl, that this quilt is going to get bound. Honey, when you get a chance, can you bring me little Miss Luna?
Yeah. Wait a bit for Quasardito's treat.
Yep. Yeah, I got people over here going, show me the babies.
I gave him a big double one, so it's hard for him to hold.
In a few moments, guys, he'll bring me Miss Luna Bell to show you guys. And Joydy, I don't have a channel link down below in the description box, honey. I started their own channel. The puppies now have a channel. So I already posted one video over there. So feel free to go over and check out the video and subscribe. It is called Paws, Claws, and Busy Bees. Right now I have a small little video up there. Okay, no worries, Jane. I hope you have a great day too, hon. I'll say prayers for you. Big hugs. Yeah, the video that I posted yesterday on there, Joydy, is them playing with their toy that I made them during my live stream yesterday with Joe. Yes, Joe and Jesse both joined my subscribers yesterday. It was so nice to see them both come and hanging out. Jesse came to watch his little cousins play with their new toy. And I still cannot believe that bone actually held up from them. Stitching's all doing good. Just wanted to double check real quick while I was right here. Let's see. Okay, coffee. Okay, he'll be in here in just a few moments, Joydy, for the baby. He just wants to give Quasar some time to eat his treat without taking a chance of being frightened by the puppy. Yes, I'm arm wrestling again. But I will win. I don't arm wrestle unless I know it's a winning match for me. What was that? I don't know what I got snagged up on, but Let's see here. Okay. So I just gotta go to this corner, then to this corner, and then to the end of the road. So we are almost done. It won't take me long. As long as I have enough binding, which I might not. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have enough binding or not, but if not, we'll end the stream whenever I... Machine, you are going to make me mad. I really need to disable that on the pedal. One of these days, I'm going to remember to do that. Michelle, send me a message. Send me a message on Messenger. Remind me to fix this stinking foot pedal the moment I get off this live stream, please. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of this thing. I hate that setting. I've never used it, even whenever I did have a properly working thread cutter. It has no blade in there now, so it just keeps messing up everything. And of course, it didn't even grab up here. Okay, guys, we're going to call it quits. So I'm getting flustered. I am going to go get babies. I'm going to get me a little Miss Luna to show off to Auntie Jordy. And yes, today is National Puppy Day. That's what I heard first thing this morning on the news. Brenda says yes. And you know, I looked it up. April is National Puppy Month, Puppy Awareness Month. So April, we're going to be baking some stuff for puppies. I have not figured all out what yet, but we are going to make stuff for puppies. Because, so, I did boo-boo. And I got one spot over here where it did not catch. Where I did the binding, but it did not catch fully on the quilt. So I got to take that apart. Thankfully, I didn't get too far. Oh, guys, we got a visitor.
You want to see Daddy's baby?
Mommy's baby. Mommy's
no.
girl.
She said no. See, no.
Give me my daughter.
She says no.
Go get your own needy little child. Oh, it's my girl. Yes. Say hi, Luna Bell. You're okay. It's okay. She's always a little fidgety at first. Aw. Mama's girl. Yes. Just a baby. I get my computer mouse and move it over to the normal camera. Because we're going to call it quit on the binding for right now. And take people's advice. And do a little bit of a walk away. Little Miss Luna Bell. Melissa goes, I have puppy fever. So starting in April, my live streams, I'm going to be doing something that involves puppies or dogs. Whether I make, like one of them, I'll probably make little collars for them, like the little bandanas. Yeah, she is such a little sweetie pie. She can be vicious though. Don't let the cuteness fool you. She can definitely be vicious. Yes. Luna loves cuddles. She does not like being put down, picked up, or moved from hands to hands. But she loves the cuddles. She just doesn't like the uncertainty. Yes, I know, Giovanna. Hers and Chewy's both are really big paws. I think she's going to be a medium to large size dog. We weighed them this morning. They now weigh 7 pounds. They gained a pound this week. Where's a good girl? Yes. Yeah, she'll be okay. She's just a little on the finicky side still. She was a scared one, so she's already came out of her shell quite a lot. So I can see her being an amazing baby, sweet companion and everything. Are you getting mama strings? Are you getting mama strings? Huh? You gonna get mama strings? I don't care. She chews on the strings. So, guys, I am gonna go ahead and end this here now. While she is using her mommy's hoodie as a chew toy. Mexico me over and play with mine. What, Nanita? So I am going to go ahead and get ready to end this stream here now. And that way there I can walk away for a little bit and then come back and fix the one area and then make sure I don't need more binding. Yeah, she is, June. She is growing so much so fast. I got a big feeling she is not going to be a little dog like I wanted. But that's okay because she's also a precious baby. Melissa. Oh, okay. Melissa, come over to play with mine. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Miss Luna Pearl, are you going to go say goodbye to your aunties and uncle? Huh? Are you going to say goodbyes? She stopped chewing for a moment for you guys. So you guys all have a wonderful, beautiful day. If you guys get out and about, make sure you smile. Because you never know who just needs a little uplifting with a smile and knowing that people care. And I will see you guys all on Wednesday nights. I'll be working on making flying geese for the commission quilt that I'm working on. Say, say bye, Auntie Joydy. Hey, say bye-bye, Auntie Joydy.